So fill up your cup as you listen in. Wake up in the morning with Shelly on WAPN. On WAPN.
Good Tuesday morning. How are you this morning? I am great. I've probably got half of the station done. Well, maybe a little bit more than half, but fixing broken stuff. It's interesting how things get broken when I'm gone 1 week. I just amazes me how much stuff got messed with in a week. So ordering some new equipment and unwiring some stuff and moving some stuff and taking care of business. And so I do appreciate WAPN and being able to take the week off, but it's always fun to come back and get stuff done. I was working on some bookkeeping earlier and receipts and all stuff radio. I know people think that I just play radio. Yes, I love to be on the air. Yes, I love to encourage. Yes, I love to start my day off with something good. But there's other stuff behind the scenes of radio. And so one of the things I need to do today, I forgot to do this yesterday, so it's important to do today. I need to uncover the pipe outside. We have a backflow thing that we had to have covered while it was so cold. And so I need to go out there and take that off and save that for another cold day. And it seemed like every battery had to be changed out yesterday. I felt like it was like a domino effect. I would change out one set, get that all back together, get that programmed, and then another thing would happen. And I was like, okay, all day long I was doing batteries. What a great problem to have batteries, huh? And I got some deliveries that I needed to get here. And now I'm just ready to like pull it all off. It's going to be a great day. Tonight I'm doing something with one of my daughters. And tomorrow is my busiest day of the week. So we got a lot going on tomorrow. Love it. And just getting her done. I have 2 galas this week and I have my dresses ready for that. I just need to iron. I know, yes, I said the word iron. I still do iron and have an ironing board and everything. That's when I store them. Sometimes the bottoms get a little wrinkly. So I need to take care of that and figure out shoes and, all that girl stuff. I'm so thankful. I love going to galas. I love going to hear what is going on with nonprofits and what their visions are and how God is blessing them. WAPN is a Christian radio station. We believe in Christ. We want to win souls to Christ every time we get the one. We're looking for the next one. We love to pray for you. We're a praying radio station. You can add your prayer request at WAPN.net. Click on prayer requests, add it right there. People all over the world will be praying for you. But we love nonprofits. We love nonprofits. We like to partner with them. We like to interview them to get the word out because there's a lot of best kept secrets right here in this town. And so that's something I thoroughly enjoy doing. Speaking of nonprofits, next Friday, the 27th, I know it seems so weird to say the 27th, like the month is over with. There is going to be a food drop at Calvary Christian Center out in Ormond Beach at the big Calvary in the parking lot. If you'd love to volunteer, 9 a.m. would be awesome. Usually starts about 11. You're usually there a couple hours. It flows pretty good. But we would love for you to come out and participate in that food drop. And that is Friday, February 27th. I don't know how I had it on my calendar wrong. I totally had it on my calendar. I would have been like 4 days early. I don't know how I did that. I was filling out my calendar, and that is like so opposite. And so it is definitely Friday the 27th if you want to come out and volunteer for that. Tim got me the coolest anniversary gift. It's a frame, but I've had them before. So before you would have your own disc in it. And that was great, blah, 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 blah. But this one, you can actually email me the picture. It will automatically go in the frame. And yesterday we came home and one of our grandsons had done that. And it was so special. It just made my day, the little things. So I love pictures. I love family. I love things like that. So to be able to walk in my house and see that is so special. Now, if you know me. I wear a bracelet every day of my life on my wrist that has my grandchildren's names on it. And every single day, as I am driving to work in my car, whatever, I look down and I see that bracelet, and I personally call out each and every one of their names and pray over them. This is something I have done for years. I mean, crazy that I've had this bracelet that many years, and it's been up and it's out, and I don't care. It's very, very special to me. Well, now when I walk in the door and their picture pops up, I pray again. I say, Lord, protect them and encourage them and strengthen them and have them allow a good day. And so it is so neat to have little reminders around you everywhere you go. Like, I don't get in my vehicle without praying for my vehicle that no harm come to me or my SUV cause any harm to anybody else. As I was getting on the plane, I would put my hand on the outside of the plane and pray over the plane. Little things throughout the day. It's so important to pray. I'm not a person that does these big long prays. I'm short and simple. I'm talking to Jesus. And I think that that's what it is. You're talking to Jesus and you're allowing him to enter into whatever is going on in your day by just bringing it up. And so as I was driving to work this morning, there was like nobody on the roads. I mean, it was like just cruising on into work this morning. And I was praying for the police officers and praying for the people that, were out and about walking, and that they pay attention, and to everybody that's driving, that they pay attention. Because I don't think people realize it is dark. And when it is dark, it is dark. And we don't see you sometimes. And so don't be crossing in between like the medians where the trees and stuff are. We do not see you. And we're reflective stuff. And, be visual to us. We just don't want something to happen. I know I personally don't want anything to happen that time of day. But I always think about that as I'm driving, and thankful for the police officers that are serving our area and watching over and protecting us, just went completely blank. And all the people at the hospital that are there if something happens, those are special people that wear capes that we don't even realize it. They're heroes that wear capes. And so pray for your doctors, pray for the firemen, pray for the policemen, pray for the different authorities that are in our community. And we really appreciate them and thank them. I think that you just need to be prayed up every day. I do the whole download the letter. Me and God have this thing. I say, okay, what are we doing today? And he always gives me a letter, and then I put the vows with it. And I pray for anything I can come up with it. And I started this years and years ago because I felt like my prayer life wasn't being pushed. And I know that seems weird, but I felt like it was just not extraordinary or not out of the box or anything. So I was asking God, what could I do that would challenge my prayer life every day? And I do believe that you need to challenge your prayer life every day. And so that was something that he gave me, and I've been doing that ever since. And then he also said, every day have a grateful heart. There's something that you are thankful for. And so shout it out that you are thankful for that. And, that makes a difference. And so I do those things. And then when I get out of bed, I always say, what are we doing today? And I get excited to see what God wants to do. Yesterday I was bumper to bumper to bumper busy. And then I was tired. And then Girl Scouts arrived. Girl Scout cookies arrived. I just want to say shout out to Sydney for helping me find Girl Scout cookies. And so I literally ate a whole sleeve of Girl Scout cookies. So I thought, oh my goodness, if I keep this up. But I had been working so hard, I don't know if I even ate yesterday. And I needed that little bit of oomph to get me going through the afternoon. And I was thankful. And so the little things, like just Girl Scout cookies yesterday, I was thankful for. God knows every hair on your head. He knows every desire of your heart. He knows your prayers. He knows your prayer language. He knows who you're standing in the gap for. He knows all those things. But you need to allow him in and say, hey, help me through this. Guide me through this. Lead me through this. Encourage me through this. Yeah, I need encouragement sometimes. Like I was frustrated over equipment yesterday. I'm not going to lie to you. And several pieces had got damaged, and I was getting myself in a tizzy. And God said, write a note on them so they don't get, people aren't calling you saying this and this, and then pray about it. And I wasn't going to replace a couple things just because I thought, no, I'm tired of it. We're just going to move on. And then it's funny. I needed something that I use, and I didn't even realize how much I use it. And God said, well, what do you want to do about it? I said, well, I guess I'm going to order it. God found favor in the order today. He can find favor in anything. I know that sounds weird. Favor in the order. Well, I'm willing to wait 2 weeks. I know that in radio, 2 weeks seems like a lifetime, but I wasn't going to do it at all. I wasn't going to replace it. I was mad. And then God said, well, you use it all the time. And I was like, you're right. And I got myself out of my pickle. And I said, okay, God. And he gave me favor in the order. What do you need favor in today? Just speak it out loud. Say, God, I need favor in my finances. I need favor in my relationship. I need favor with my boss. I need new business to walk through the door. I need invoices to be paid in full. I need products to be delivered on time. I need employees with good attitudes. And just start putting it out there. And throughout the day, thank God for those things. Thank you for my finances. Thank you for my good health. Thank you for my employees showing up on time. Thank you for new accounts. Thank you for my truck running good. Thank you for fuel in my truck. And when you start praising the Lord, situations are going to change. Just like this whole equipment thing this morning. Even though I was frustrated, God was waiting on me. He was waiting on me, and then he blessed. And I was like, wow. But wow. So whatever you're going through right now, whatever you need prayer for, whatever you're waiting on the Lord for, put it out there. Say, God, this is what I need favor in. And then start boldly claiming it and naming it and see what happens. Because I'm a big favor person. He shows up and does all things all times. And in the natural, I don't even see how it's possible. But with God, all things are possible. Well, y'all, if you want to help me pay for this equipment that got broken, you can stop on the radio station, 1508 State Avenue in Holly Hill, and drop off a donation. If I'm not here, we have a mail drop. You can throw it right through that mail drop. Your dollars, your fives, your hundreds, your thousands, whatever. Maybe you want to become a monthly partner. We really appreciate our monthly partners. Head on over to WAPN.net. Click on Give Now, and you can donate right there. And that will help me with this equipment drama that happened over the week I was gone. And I really appreciate it. Let's get our favor on. Let's get this day going. God is working out everything for your good. No matter what does or doesn't happen, just keep on believing for the favor of God in your life. I have the favor of God in my life over my business, over my health, over my family, over all things. And then open your eyes, have your ears listen, and say, God, you got this. And let him show you the favor that he is working on. Well, it is Tuesday, February 17th, 2026. The weather, we're back in the 70s, people. 71 today with a low of 55. Madison, 74 with a low of 47. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday, Missy and Mike and Matt and Robin and everybody else that's celebrating a birthday, anniversary, whatever you're celebrating. Happy. Today is National Act of Random Kindness. What will you do today? I love it when you're in a line and a person pays for somebody and the next person. Love to see how long that line lasts. Or maybe you see somebody in the store counting change because they can't afford something. Maybe you can just pay for it, bring the cart back, give them up that parking place. I don't know, but it's random act of kindness today. I can't wait to hear what y'all do today. And remember the food drop. Go ahead and mark your calendar for February 27th at Calvary Christian Center in Ormond Beach. You want to volunteer? It's 9 a.m. and they need about 150 volunteers. So if you could volunteer, that would be awesome. If you're in need, get in line because it starts at 11 and it goes very quickly and you will be blessed. Well, y'all, I'm out of here. I'm going to order that equipment and get some stuff done and have a